Okay, so welcome back. Um, the style of Vardo that I'm building, or Gypsy Wagon, is called a ledge. So it needs a little short wall right at the edge of the floor. Um, and then on top of that, out this way, there'll be a 1 by 12. And under that, there'll be corbels, brackets, like shelf brackets, that will support that ledge. And then the wall goes on top of the outside of that ledge and slants out at 5 degrees. So I had this big debate with myself. Should I? Yeah, a lot of guys build a box out of like 1 by 12s for this wall. Some even 2 by 12s, and I gotta really watch weight with this trailer. Some build it like this, and then when you build it like this, like I said, I had a debate with myself. Did I want to use 2 by 2s on 24-inch centers, or did I want to use 1 by 2s on 16-inch centers? So, for the vertical studs. So, 3 things to consider: weight, strength, and price. And probably in order of importance would be strength, weight, and price. I don't think there'd be that much difference strength-wise between the 2 by 2s and the 1 by 2s, because there'd be more of the 1 by 2s on 16-inch center. Be about the same strength. Weight-wise, it actually was a little bit more because you got more of them. And then price-wise, that would have been quite a bit more. But, well, not quite a bit. It's not that big a deal, but still more. So I was debating back and forth what to go with. And then when I really thought about placement of the corbels, the braces, the shelf brackets, and where they're going to go and where the support would best be suited to fit them, the 2 by 2s on 24-inch center won the debate. So this is where we're at. On the truck out there, you see 1/4 inch, and it's actually like, I don't know, what is it, 11/32 or something. Exterior plywood. And that's going to go on this for sheeting. And then eventually, that's going to get wrapped with aluminum. So it's not going to be exposed to the weather forever, just during construction. Because once I get to the wall part, I got to leave the garage because I'm going to get too high to get it outside, to get it out. So I'm going to probably tarp it until we get a roof on it, and hopefully get a roof on it before the weather gets bad so I can work inside with a heater. And that's where we're at. So I'm going to go cut some plywood, and this is just clamped in place there. It's not mounted yet. I'm going to go ahead and put the plywood on, and then I'll be back with you here in a minute. So thought I'd show you this. I don't have a table saw, so I've got the miter saw that I'm using to cut the little studs, and I'll use it for angles on the trim and all that. But for nice straight cuts on the plywood, I just clamped a guide, let the saw right on the guide, and it's cutting it nice. So thought I'd show you this real quick. Be back with you here in a minute. Okay, so there's one side done. And I left the plywood just a little wide, a little tall on top. And I'll sand that right down to that top plate with a belt sander and make it real sweet. We're making progress. Front corner there's done. Oh, and I left right there, I left that over 1.5 inches. There will be, oh, you can kind of think of it as a trellis that will go, where are we at, right? It'll go up and back down, kind of an arch, and that'll be a round top doorway. So that has to sit there on that edge along the side of that back step. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so pardon the mess in the trailer. All the box is done now. It's all glued together. It's all anchored. We're good. It's 2x2s on 2-foot center, 1/4-inch exterior plywood. It's light, but it's strong, and I used liquid nails and glued everything together, and should be good. So that's the box. Now the next step, I'm going to wrap that in aluminum flashing, and you'll see that next. And then we'll put the little ledges on the top of the wall after the metal's on it. Okay, so there's the black aluminum coil stock, 50 foot of it. That's the first of 3 rolls it'll take total for the whole Gypsy Wagon, but that's a start. It's like 90 bucks a roll. Okay, be back. Yeah, well, the light's on. It doesn't reflect off black very well. But anyway, that's it. Wrapped around the ends. That'll all be trimmed off with a aluminum strip, I believe. Let's see what I come up with. Okay, stick with me and we'll do the rest. Okay, so it's the next day, and I didn't get much done today because family relative died and we went to the funeral, and so anyway, it's late afternoon and I probably won't get much more done, but I got the rest of this fastened on the bottom, and I got that corbel put on, and it just holds it all down flat. There'll be 3 more of those on this side. It'll help keep it flat and keep wind from doing anything with it or anything. So anyway, that's where we're at with it. So now tomorrow I'm going to flip this around either way and put the metal on the other side, and then it'll be time to put those ledges on and start up with the walls, and that's when we got to leave the garage because of height. Stick with me. Okay, sun's going down. I think I'm going to call it a night. Getting cold, wind's picking up, but there's 3 of the corbels on. So we'll get another one tomorrow, and now I'm going to flip it around and do the other side.